I have a friend who's taught me an incredible amount about friendships and how to manage relationships really well. And when I spend time with him, I realize that I haven't really been very good at managing the relationships in my life. I've always been a principled guy. Well, I used to think it was being principled to say that I'm clear in my boundaries and I know who I want in my circle and who I don't want in my circle. Black and white, kind of. So if you're with me, you're with me. If you're not with me, you're not with me. But he taught me something brand new. He's doing business with his ex-wife's in-laws. And it's not a comfortable relationship. And he knows that they don't always have his back. But the business has been doing really well, and it's been going on for years. And I said to him, how do you do business with people that you know don't always have your back? And he said something so profound to me. He says, if I'm standing on the edge of a cliff and if I'm with these people that I'm doing business with, I know they won't push me off the cliff, but I also know they won't hold their hand out to save me if I fall off the cliff. But if I know that, that's the first step. The second step is they will eventually realize that if they are standing on the edge of the cliff, I will definitely not push them, but I will put my hand out to save them. And I said, but how do you do that when they are not going to do that for you? He's like, because I can see the bigger picture. I understand what we're bringing for each other inside the relationship. I understand the long-term benefits of this relationship. And I'm able to be patient with them. And he said, it's like having people in the gray. It's like having people that don't always agree with you, having people that don't have the same intentions as you, but are able to still exist in your world without them being kicked out or ostracized. And that was always my way, right? It was like, you're either with me or you're without me. If I think you're going to be negative towards me or whatever it is, I don't want you in my life. And I've started to realize that as I'm getting older, very few people are absolutely with you and agree with everything that you think. And so if you go throughout life continuously looking for people that absolutely agree with everything you say and are on the same track, you find yourself with no friends eventually, which is kind of what happens. Most people say as they get older, their friendship circle gets smaller, right? Yeah, fair enough. And I think there's a lot to be said for that. I don't want to take anything away from that. But think about the fact of having friendships in gray areas, in the gray circle around you. So you have your inner circle, your chosen family, the people that you're with. And then you have some people that just sit on the outside of that. They don't have to be in the same alignment as you. They don't have to be in the same process as you. But if you see the bigger picture, you see past that process and you understand the benefits that you have with each other, you put them in the gray. You give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You become more relaxed about relationships and you live life more in the gray. It just feels more relaxing. I don't need to be righteous in my thoughts. I don't need to be always proving that the way I think is right. Everybody's truth is their truth. So it's really helped me a lot, and it actually helped me heal a lot of my friendships that weren't working. According to me, people weren't exactly on board with where I was. And when I adopted this idea of working in the gray, I reached out to a bunch of different people and realized that I still want them in my life, but maybe just not in the absolute inner circle that they always were at. Anyway, I hope this helps you. It's really helped me and given me such calmness. And when I speak to my friends about it, they also like, wow, I feel so much calmer approaching life in the gray, not always in the black and white. Anyway, ciao from Cape Town.